everyone. This is the first test of me doing a live stream of my podcasts. My co-host Amanda, unfortunately, she couldn't make it. So, if you see at the right, that's Amanda. She is also a fellow Trekkie. And she and I have been friends for a while, and about 18 months ago we started with this podcast, Girls Talking Track, because at the time there were not many girls who were talking track in like a podcast way. So we said, okay, we're going to recap and we're going to just discuss it as a woman point of view. Amanda lives in Canada, so but she is a very great cosplayer and she loves Star Trek a lot, so we have a lot to talk about. And we love to talk about Trek. So next time, when we will do the first official video and streaming of Ghost Talking Track, I will let Amanda introduce herself better. So, my name is Orinda. I have been a Trekker for ages, and it started all with it was I think the second rerun um, of TNG. Hold on, I have to do something. Yep. So I forgot to do this. Am I preparing? But okay. Will do. Give me a minute. I forgot to do this. But okay. Yeah. Well, so for me it started at like 12, 13 years old. And the first episode I saw was the first episode of TNG. And there were two things that were that caught my eye. And one was the very annoying Q, but also the separation of the saucer and the battle bridge. And that was the moment I stayed hooked on Star Trek. So that's one of the reasons we are recapping Star Trek The Next Generation at first. And what we also like to do is just have a comment like, and maybe you're gonna say why a feminine look from point of view. Well, I do think females are looking different to Star Trek as males. And one of the reasons is that you could, of course, I think a lot of you will talk more about the techno stuff, the ships, the battles, etc. And me and Amanda are just looking more in the general picture, as in the characters and storyline wise, etc. So that will be maybe the difference between us and other um, podcasts. Well, we have decided this to do this live streaming and um, video episodes is just because sometimes it's very nice to see the person who is talking every time you listen to a episode. So, or this, what we thought was every 10th episode we will make a video episode, and of course you still can listen to us as an audio when we do the um, video episode, because Anchor has the ability to put on Spotify a video episode and convert that in an audio version. So let me tell you also, when we do a video episode, I don't have the editing software, proper editing software to editing the video. So it's super clean and like raw footage, yeah, we're gonna say. But you will probably see us and and see what our reaction is. So the other thing we have is that we have a certain way of looking at things, and I think it's just yeah, it's just nice to hear and see us doing it. And well, there is one thing we always have in our episodes, and that is we have a question to you guys. And what we like to receive is that you guys actually talk with us about the episodes and have feedback for us. So we will question every episode. I have a question for you guys about a certain subject of that episode or that of Star Trek, and it's just like a starters for to talk about Star Trek and the episode. And we just like to be that great Star Trek community to talk about it. And so what we decided is we recap every episode of Star Trek TNG. We're doing that in chronically following. So if you like to join, my suggestion is go watch the episode first that we are going to recap. Listen to our comments. And while we are doing that, you can comment, of course, in the chat box or whatever you do. You can reach out to the Facebook group or to the or in this channel, of course, or in the YouTube channel. So let me tell you where you can find Girls Talking Trek. So we have a Facebook group. That is very handy. We have a YouTube channel. And you can find us on every known podcast platform, because we also make it, of course, always audio. And so we are streaming it off from Anchors. And of course, I got Spotify, Google Podcast, Amazon Music, of course the Facebook group and the YouTube channel. And there are some well-known other podcast streamers as well. So you can find us there. Just search for Girls Talking Track. We always using the same picture for our podcast, so you can see that it is us. So my name is Orinda. I have the name on also social medias like Trekkie 1982, especially in I play Star Trek Online. I'm 40 years old. I love to cosplay, as you see. Got my own TNG version of Dr. Crusher on. I love Star Trek. I'm a Trekker, not a Trekkie, but okay, no point of that. And it is like Star Trek has always been a big part of my life, and it helps me through a lot of difficult times. And I don't know if you can see it in the background already a little bit. My whole house is full of Star Trek memorabilia, etc. So, yeah, big Star Trek fan. So there's also another podcast that I have, and I also gonna stream it on this channel from time to time, and that calls Orinda Talks. I got two categories in it. That there's the main episodes are just all about books and movies and fandoms and geek things. And then I have a special extra series episode, and that's all about Star Trek. So the past 9 episodes, weekly episodes I did, was for recapping the first season of Strange New World. Also, this is a audio podcast originally, but I also am going to start making video episodes of it and stream it, live stream it. So it's gonna be in that way very nice and good, and maybe you guys gonna like to have more interactive with that. What I am also planning to do is bring some people together, like in a or a Facebook video meeting, or like a Zoom meeting, so we can have a discussion or conversation of a certain subject of Star Trek with multiple people, and that I will live stream also, but also make that like a video episode of it. So I hope you guys gonna take a look on the streaming, live streamings, and of course also the podcast that Girls Talking Track is. And if you have any questions or whatever, just ask, and we surely provide an answer in that. One more thing, or two more things, if I say that. This podcast is really only for fun and for fans, from fans to friends. And the other thing is, this podcast isn't monetized. We do it for fun, and we do not have the ambitions to make money off it. So this is really amateuristic, Because I must say, I don't really have the inspire to make this my job, but also um, put the time in it, but also um, have that much knowledge to put truly a professional podcast together. So, welcome. Hope you guys are gonna like it. And, well, let us know. And, it's nice to meet other Star Trek fans. And, it's nice to have more connection. And I probably go also do episodes like when I go to a Star Trek event or Comic Con, I will make some kind of a journey about it and also stream it and put that on the podcast so you guys can enjoy also where all the podcast episode events are. And who knows, maybe I can get a interview with some of the actors or um, be there on a panel or whatever. And I hope in the future to go, for example, to STLV. That's still on my bucket list. Star Trek Cruise, of course, also still on my bucket list. But that's almost so future. And how more Star Trek fans are listening and watching or podcast, how more we can do. And we love to have just those discussions and meeting other Star Trek fans and just enjoying the Star Trek fandom. So if you like it, just follow me here on this stream. So like I said, currently I'm streaming three subjects like the Star Trek Online gaming for my fleet, Knights of Nanada. Then I have the two podcasts, Girls Talking Trek, and of course Orinda Talks. I will wear 9 of the 10 times a Star Trek uniform or something to do with Star Trek. So you guys can see, okay, this is Star Trek related or not. And like I said, when Amanda will doing her first video and live streaming for the podcast Girls Talking Track, I will let her introduce herself properly, and also we're going to tell you a little bit more what we do with Girls Talking Track. But one thing is high centered for us, and that is just having fun and be like we know as the Star Trek family. But that's what I trying to say also. We love to communicate with you guys and just have that discussion of about Star Trek episodes. And yeah, maybe you have suggestions how we can improve our podcast. And well, we are open for tips. So join us next week. Hold on, I need to check that. Oh crap, I totally forgot that. I need to update it for today. I didn't do that. That's weird. Okay, I just found out that I still need to put the episode of today on. So have a take a look. Um, search us on the well-known um, podcast sites like Spotify, Google Podcast, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, etc. You can find us there. I will upload a new episode in a minute. I totally forgot that to do that today, so bear with me. um, so we have done this about 1.5 years now, and in 2 episodes we will start with season 2. So that will be a video podcast episode. So stay tuned. I hope you're gonna like it. And I will see you and hear you soon. Live long and prosper.